Welcome to Code Jumper. This is about the assessments available at the end of the primary lessons. If you go to codejumper.com and you select the Resources tab, which is what I have up on the screen right now, and there are a variety of resources here. There's a course on the educator community, there's a user guide, the lessons, which we have been going through prior to this. And there's something called Code Jumper Assessments, and it says download assessment documents here. That is where I'm going to select. That's the page I'm going to right now. And there are 3 things listed under primary lesson assessments, and they're all available in either PDF or HTML format. So the first thing is the primary assessment lessons 1 through 8. I'm just going to select the HTML version of that. And I'm going to scroll down so you can see this is really an opportunity for you to see if your students are understanding the basic concepts that have been presented up until this point. So students will brainstorm and develop an idea for a computer system that they want to create. And they're going to have a project planning page in their computer science journal where they're going to brainstorm and explain all the components of their program. They're going to plan their program, they're going to create their program, they're going to review and debug their program, and then they're going to present their program. And in their presentation, that's where you'll be able to see their demonstration of learning. If I go back to the Resources tab, the second line down under Primary Lesson Assessments is called Primary Computer Science Journal Pages, Lessons 1 through 8. These are really helpful to print out for students as they begin to plan their project. So there's a project planning section where students will brainstorm ideas for their computer system that they want to create. There's a little option space to explain their thinking about their system. There's a program creation section where students will describe how they're including sequencing and algorithms, parameters, threads, loops, sequences, and demonstrating decomposition, and reviewing and debugging. There is some space allowed for students to write down information about how they debugged their program so that it ran smoothly, and the title. This just gives a little bit of structure for students as they begin to create their program, as well as some structure for you as you begin to evaluate and assess how well they're understanding the concepts that have been introduced in this curriculum. I'm going to flip back to the Resources tab under Assessments and choose the Primary Lesson Module Project Assessment rubric. This gives you an idea. I'm going to choose HTML version. This gives you an idea of how to evaluate students' project. There's a rubric here on a scale of 1 to 4 that goes into great detail about project planning, program creation, as well as review and debugging. This can be printed out and you can use it to explain this assessment to students so that they know how they're going to be graded. I'm not going to read every single one of these. Thank you for joining us. I hope that this has been a fun experience. Anyone can code, and I hope that you are learning along with your students as you dive into Code Jumper.